to Geoff Stephen, the owner of Global NPN, and he's going to guide us through all this. I'm really excited.
Alright, thanks Pete. How's everybody doing? Sorry I was late, I had some technical difficulties. We had a major windstorm here today, so I'm just thinking the powers might go off, but we'll see. See how long we last. So what Pete asked me to do is basically come on the webinar and just sort of do an overview of the NPN hosting service that we have, and just a little bit more detail, I guess, on how to set it up, because I know there's been some issues and some problems, and people setting up their blogs and then having to revert to something else that doesn't work and all this other stuff, and we'll go through name servers and how to set that up with GoDaddy as well. So I do have a presentation here that I kind of put together. I don't know who's here as far as who's a director and who's an NPN member and who has hosting and who doesn't, but just real quick, with NPN you do get a full-featured hosting account as a director level member, director or higher, which is just like any other hosting account you would get with GoDaddy or any other major hosting company. You know, with the latest cPanel and all the features that you get. With NPN you are allowed to have unlimited domains. You can add as many as you want as add-on domains, which is limited only to the disk space that you do have with your account. And of course you can set up your blogs and your capture pages and whatever you like. It's, as I said, it's a complete hosting account that you get. There are scripts that you can set up in the hosting account that are set up as basically one or two clicks, and you can set up your blog, you can set up your like a support ticket system, a content management system. There's all sorts of things in there that you can use. So you can go in there and poke around and see what you can find useful for you. And as far as domains go, you can use any domain you like. You can buy a domain from us if you like. We do sell domains, but you can use GoDaddy, you can use DirectNick, any other domain registrar. And really all you need to be is a director level member or higher, of course, and you need at least one registered domain. And as I said, can be registered anywhere. The domain, of course, needs to be registered with a registrar that does allow you to change name server information. I know there's a lot of companies out there that provide you with free domains, free domain names and things like that, but they don't actually have the flexibility or the options to change where you host your domain. So you have to make sure that you are with a company that does that. As far as the value goes of your hosting, I don't know how many other companies out there similar to Global NPN actually offer hosting as a service. I don't know, but I do know that it is a huge selling point for Global NPN at the director level membership. A lot of people use that in their sales pitches. You know, you can save hundreds, I don't know, maybe even thousands of dollars a year hosting your content and your domains with us. It allows you to brand yourself, to create an online presence for yourself, which is really important in internet marketing. Again, just going to the slide here, blogging, marketing funnels, anything you want you can put up there. And yes, it is a huge value when you're marketing Global NPN because it is completely integrated with your back office. So you get your marketing tools, you get your training, your resources, and you get your hosting all under one roof. So it is a major selling point for the director level position. So as far as setting up your hosting, it's real easy. Step by step, you need to have your domain, obviously. You need to register a domain for yourself, and all you do is you set up your hosting account from your NPN back office, and basically you're in business at that point. Right? You can start installing your blog software or whatever you want to do. So it is really simple, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to go from registering a domain to actually setting up your hosting with NPN. And I don't know if we have time, maybe we can do WordPress or something like that if we have time. That sounds good. So that's my last slide. So what I'm going to do is go into my NPN back office. Okay, and to set up your hosting, you scroll down to NPN hosting on the left and go to hosting setup. Click on that, which will get you to the setup process in our back office. Right away it asks you, do you own a domain or do you not own a domain? And in this case, if you don't own a domain, you click here, it will give you the option to purchase one from us, or you can go and purchase one anywhere. But you do need a domain in order to set up your hosting. So we're going to go yes, because I've already set this up previously. Yes, I already own a domain that I will host with NPN Hosting. Because in this example, I have a domain in GoDaddy that I'm going to use for this demonstration here. So we're going to click yes, we're going to click continue. And it's going to tell you, since you already own your domain, we can set up your hosting account right away. And it's going to tell you these name server addresses here. And this is what you need to know in order to forward your domain to our hosting so that it will resolve to our servers. Okay, now I'm going to go into, at this point I'm going to go into my GoDaddy account. And I'm going to change the name servers. I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. If I can get in here. There we go. So we're going to go to domains. Click on plus, which will expand the domains that you have in your GoDaddy account. I'm going to use this one right here. And click on launch. And it's going to give you all the options. I hope I'm not going too fast because I know that these things are kind of slow. So it's going to give you all the options for your domain. So on the bottom left hand side, right here it says name servers. So what you need to do is I already have these in here actually, but oh shoot, hang on. I'm all over the place. So remember back in your back office here you got these two addresses. And this is what you set up for your name servers. And in GoDaddy, down here you just click set name servers. Just going to pop up a window, and all you have to do is enter those two addresses into these two boxes, name server 1 and name server number 2. No www, no HTTP, nothing like that, just the name server address that we have in the back office here. Okay, now I've already done this obviously, and we're going to click OK, which will start the process to resolving your domain to our servers. Now if you are transferring your domain from another server, if you have it hosted somewhere else, gotta turn my phone off, this can take up to, well they say up to 72 hours, but generally it takes a few hours to resolve your domain after you click OK. So since mine are already in here, I'm just going to click cancel. Now back in our back office, we're go. Oops, I better get the domain here. So the next step, now that we've forwarded our domain by changing the name server information, we're going to finish setting up our NPN hosting account. So I'm going to get my domain name. I'm just going to copy it to make things easy. So here we are in the back office again, and it says please enter your domain name. Select the TLD, which is the extension. So we're going to paste my domain in here and choose the .com. Click continue. And this is basically just the terms and conditions for your hosting. And what you need to confirm before you continue on here is that this domain is correct, that you typed it incorrect on the last page, otherwise it will set up a brand new hosting account under the wrong name and we'll have to go in there and completely remove it and start a new one. So we scroll down past the terms after reading them thoroughly, of course, as we do with terms and conditions.
Geoff, I'm still seeing the GoDaddy page. I don't know whether everybody else is seeing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the back office here.
Yeah. I don't know why we.
Oh, someone's seeing the terms here.
Okay, so it's just me. That's fine.
Everyone's seeing this okay? We'll continue. Okay, cool. So we'll scroll down to the bottom and click the button that says, please set up my NPN hosting account now. And when you do that, step number 4, the results, and in a few seconds you should see this. I'll leave that up for a second. Congratulations, your new NPN hosting account has been successfully set up. And then click here to log into your control panel, which will take you back to this page, which is the same page, by the way, as if in the menu here you click on control panel. So you can get back here the same way. And on this page it shows you 2 methods that you can get into your hosting account control panel. One way is to log in right from your back office here by clicking this button. And another way is you can go to your domain /cpanel. So your domain, whatever, .com/cpanel, and that will open up a login prompt for your domain. And your username is here, and the password would be the same as your global NPN password, because that's how this is all set up. So either way will work. But one thing to note is that right away you'll be able to log in with this button to your domain, regardless of whether the domain has resolved yet. Remember I said it takes sometimes up to 72 hours. And your domain /cpanel will work once your domain is completely resolved. So we're going to log into our control panel here by clicking the button. And that will take us here. So as I was saying, there's a number of scripts you can install in your hosting account here, and we make it really simple. If you scroll down, just move my window down a bit here. Right here under Software and Services, it says Fantastico Deluxe. We're going to click on that. Are you guys still seeing what I'm seeing? We should be in Fantastico right now. Okay, cool. Good. So this is your list of scripts that you can install in your hosting account without really knowing how to install scripts. It basically sets it up immediately for you and automatically for you. And there's all sorts of things you can do here. There's WordPress. There's other blogging platforms. There is a lot of content management scripts. All sorts of things. Support tickets, discussion boards, web polls, mailing list scripts, things like that. But for this example, I think what we're going to do is just do a quick install of WordPress, just so you know how to get your blog up and running as quickly as you can. So we're going to click right here on WordPress. Okay, and here it says new installation. Easy enough. We're going to install WordPress as a new installation. We're going to click there. Now here it's going to give you some options and some passwords and stuff, and where you're going to actually install your blog. So, just a second here. So here's my domain. Now it gives you the option to install it in a certain directory. So if you do have your domain set up previously and you just want to install this in a subdomain, for example, yourdomain.com/blog, you can install it into that directory by just putting in blog, right? But for this example, we're going to install WordPress as our main on our main domain. So we're going to leave this blank, so the blog will come up as soon as you hit our domain. And then it gives you the options to choose an administrator username, which is this is what you're going to use to log into your WordPress back office so you can start blogging. So we're just going to call this admin. Password, you can choose any password you want. It can be your global NPN password. Doesn't matter. It should probably be unique, but we're just going to do admin1234. Admin nickname, admin. And then you're going to put your email address in here, the name of your website. This can all be changed. Your email address and your website can all be changed from the inside of WordPress, so don't worry too much about that. Description, My cool blog. Okay, and then we're going to click Install WordPress. It's going to confirm some things with you. You chose to install in the main directory of the domain, this domain, and it gives you the access URL. So all you have to do is click Finish Installation as long as this stuff is all correct. You click that, and it is installed. Okay, and it's going to tell you right here, this is your WordPress administration login. You're going to want to write this down or copy it or bookmark it or whatever so you remember where it is and what it's called. And you also want to remember your username, admin, and the password that we just typed in, right? In this case is admin1234. So what we can do then is click on this link, which will take us to our login for WordPress. And there we are in our WordPress back office. You can see right there. I hope you can see. So that is that. That is how you install WordPress and how you go through the entire installation process of your hosting account and your WordPress blog. So I'm going to close that down right now. Go back to our control panel. And there we go. We are done. What happened to my cameras? Did you turn the cameras off? Okay, so that's it, guys. That's how you do it. I guess we'll open the room to questions if that's what you want to do, Pete. If you're still there, because I don't see you anymore.
Hi guys, have we got any questions, everybody? Geoff,
Yeah.
I can actually see the screen now. Can you just, if there is any errors in WordPress upload, can you just show us how you can maybe delete it and start again, or any problems that might occur? Because what's happened with me in the past is where people have made a mistake with their upload, we've gone in and deleted it, but then it won't let us re-upload WordPress, if you know what I mean.
Is this after you've installed it?
Yeah, after you've installed it once. Yeah, after you've installed it once, how do you uninstall it, and what the problems are with that?
There has been an issue. You're right. Hang on a sec. Let's just go in there and do it and see what happens. Go back into WordPress.
And it shows current installation, doesn't it? And then it's got a remove button. But sometimes when you remove it, it still leaves files in the hosting.
That's normal for every hosting, though. Sometimes you have to go back and install it manually.
Right.
Yeah. Because when you install it through Fantastico, because it's an automated system that kind of integrates with the server, it adds some what do you call it? Some configuration information on the server.
Right.
And I don't think it removes it properly when you uninstall
When you
this.
right when you so when you click remove, it still leaves files in there. So how would you go in? How would you go in to make the manual changes?
What I used to do is I would just go in there and delete the database, then hit the remove button.
Ah, right.
I don't think it's the database that is that stays there, though, is it?
No, there's actually files in the actual index, but all you gotta do is delete those folders.
Yeah, but I've had to go into the cPanel folder on the server and actually remove, I can't remember what I had to do, but I had to remove a file and change some information in a file. Let's see what happens when I do this, because I haven't actually done anything in WordPress yet. Installation in the root directory was removed. Let's see if that's true.
So sometimes it works for me, Geoff, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not as clever as Craig.
It might have to do with not having added anything or changed anything yet. You can remove it right away without having to mess around at all.
Alright.
Created a blog and done some posts, and for some reason that you want to uninstall it and then reinstall it. I don't know why you'd want to do that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, there might be some leftover files there.
Okay.
I mean, that's the easy way to install WordPress, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I never use this. Personally, I upload WordPress directly and install it
I got a question,
like through FTP.
Geoff, I got a question for you. And I think this is kind of like a lot of people are wondering about this too. Is when you're actually doing WordPress, or if you're installing WordPress, does it? I know, like doing it through NPN, I always had problems with my FTP, trying to set up an FTP. Has that been an issue with you at all?
Like actually setting up an FTP account on your server?
No, like, okay, do you know how when you go into in the back office of NPN, and then you go in to log in your hosting, and it's got that N tag?
Yeah.
Now that's not that they don't actually use that to log in to FTP, right? They just
that is your FTP login.
Okay. See, whenever I try to log in, I have to take that N off in order for it to log in.
Okay. You shouldn't have to, because it's exactly the same thing. Let me just try here. I got my FTP open right now.
Is my volume not loud enough?
Yeah, I can hear you, Craig.
Okay, maybe I turn it up a little bit.
Oh, that's killing my ears, man.
Sorry, Howard, you're gonna have to deal with it.
Howard's asked.
Logged in, guys. I just logged into FTP with the N.
Okay.
And then
maybe
the
it's
ID.
just me. That's probably just me then, being stupid.
Yeah, probably.
That's why I always run to Geoff when I need help with something. I sat here for 3 hours trying to figure how to put this opt-in code in on a squeeze page. Hours. Geoff goes in there in 5 minutes. He's got it fixed.
Well, yeah, but he's a programmer and you're a marketer. That's the difference. Well, he's a marketer as well. But yeah, Howard was asking about. He was mentioning this 5-minute load, famous 5-minute install. Do we know anything about that?
The famous 5-minute install. Yeah, that's just how WordPress says to install WordPress.
Right. Okay.
You go to WordPress and download it, and they have a 5-minute install thing where they just. It's similar to just point and click, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tammy. I've got a loud voice. I'll try and turn myself down.
Oh, I just figured out why my mic was acting that way. I had it on the Omni setting.
Okay. I think what you've also pointed out with this, Geoff, is the huge advantage to NPN directors this hosting has made. I mean, since you've introduced hosting, my upgraded memberships have just just gone ballistic. So and the fact that we can see leaderboards on this now is kind of proving that teams that use hosting are the ones that are leading in NPN right now. Is that something you would agree with?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, since I first added hosting to the director position, I mean, people stay around because they use the products, right?
Yeah.
And having hosting as one of the products, once you're hosted somewhere, very rarely do you do you want to move?
Mhm.
Because it's a pain, right? So
Yeah.
it's an absolute bonus to be a director.
Yeah.
It's
And
probably the main bonus.
yeah. Well, I agree. I mean, because it's a tool that we use as a team an awful lot, and we encourage people to be directors. We encourage people to be bloggers, and we're representing other things with blogs using NPN hosting. It's just a fabulous feature, and the fact that it's unlimited hosting means that you can have multiple blogs, and it's just fabulous. And I think really, all my team know this, that this is the reason why we're doing so well, is we're using the tools in NPN particularly. Well, the two tools I use mainly are the hosting and the URL rotators for team co-ops.
Right.
But Geoff, you've absolutely pointed out the value of hosting to everybody. Do you agree with that, Craig?
Oh, for sure, man. I have actually a bunch of people on my team that use hosting, that use the NPN hosting right now. So yeah, it definitely it keeps, and not just that, but once they start using the tools, they're not going to go anywhere. I mean, it's kind of like they're stuck in a way.
Well, I wouldn't describe it like that.
Well, no, but once you get people in and start using the tools, people aren't going to want to leave and transfer over hosting like Geoff says, because it is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It keeps people in because of the value of the tools. I mean, not just the hosting, but the autoresponder, the lead skimmer. I mean, lead skimmer's friggin' awesome. I mean, I can't say anything more than that,
Yeah, it's convenience too, right?
Yeah,
You've got
absolutely.
everything under one roof. Otherwise, you're in NPN and then you're off somewhere else to take care of your hosting. It's all connected.
I just hate the fact that I didn't join NPN years and years ago, because it would have saved me a whole lot of money from getting all these other tools like autoresponder and tracking tools, and it just makes more sense to me.
Yeah, and one of the things in network marketing is retention, and there are always retention issues, and using the tools in NPN, particularly hosting, as Geoff has explained, it encourages people to be retained within the matrix, and we all know the secret with any MLM is stickability. You're not going to make money if you're not going to be around for the long term, and if you're around for the long term, you make money. It's definitely going to happen in NPN. If you stay with NPN, you will make money. Because your leaders above are trickling stuff down to you all the time, and so you're making money from other people's efforts as well as your own. So, and using hosting and being a blogger, and encouraging people to be bloggers and using hosting or create their own capture pages using NPN hosting will encourage stickability as well. So, it's a win-win, really.
My thing is I've been in so many different systems. When I first started out. And it just stunk, because you make money quickly in the beginning, and then it just dies out because the program fizzles out. I've never had that problem with NPN. Because of the quality. Most programs don't have the tools to provide value. You know what I mean? They just get you in there. Here, host this. We host your blog for you, and that's all they give you. And next thing you know, everybody's gone, because it's such a simple system to use. Where Geoff has just got so many tools back here, you don't want to leave. I've never had a complaint, somebody saying that, the tools, aren't good. Everybody that comes in here says, man, I can't believe all the tools that Geoff gives us for $40 a month.
Yeah. And I have to say, from my point of view, my testimony about NPN is that I didn't have a clue about the internet when I joined NPN. So everything I've learned is through Geoff and through NPN, so my team are learning from me, but when did I join? Summer of 2009 I joined NPN. I had 6 months experience online with Success University, which folded, and it didn't teach me about tools or anything like that. I learned all of that since I joined NPN. It's just been a big education process for me, and here I am now hosting webinars. So don't tell me I can't do this, because if I can do it, everybody can. and Geoff laughs at my incompetence sometimes. I know he does, but I really am not an expert on internet tools, and Kevin will say exactly the same. You know, but NPN is such a great learning. It's just a great place to learn. And within months, you can be a pro marketer with the NPN tools and the training that's in there.
Geoff, do you have any plans of adding like a webinar type tool or anything like that?
Well, I have thought about it
Okay.
and considered a lot of different options. It is a
Cool.
bigger expense. It's probably
Yeah,
the biggest
absolutely.
expense of any tool is
Yeah.
to do webinars, only because of the bandwidth and the
Yeah.
resources that it
Yeah.
takes up. But yeah, it is something that could be integrated.
Cool.
I won't say anytime really soon.
Okay.
But I would love to. I would love to if it wasn't, if it didn't cost so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any news about updates, Geoff?
Updates.
The site update and debit cards, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the debit cards out by. I was actually gonna tell you guys this. I almost had them done before the webinar tonight, and then I had some weird technical difficulties, and I couldn't even get into the webinar, as you saw. So I was running around going, "What's going on, man?" I couldn't get in. But I'm gonna
Geoff-
finish them off after the webinar, and
Oh,
you'll
that'd
able
be
to
awesome.
order them tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Brilliant.
Geoff, I'm gonna have my girlfriend kiss
Great.
you, man. We've been waiting for this. I can't do it, man,
no
but
comment.
my girlfriend will do it.
I'm available.
It's a big ocean. I don't know.
That's great news, Geoff.
Thank God for that,
Oh.
Jeff.
Yeah, no kidding.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Barbara says I'm cool. And
Yeah,
the
come to Las Vegas, you'll be able to take care of that.
Yeah, we got to get.
oh
pizza
dear,
down there.
right. The upgrade to the site, NPN itself. You've got plans for that, haven't you, Geoff?
I do.
Have we got any?
Yeah, I'm considering a lot of different things for what's coming up for NPN. It's a little more than just sort of putting up a fancy new website.
Yeah.
Just some other things I'm thinking of doing. Nothing, not like any major changes, but I kind of want to take it in a bit of a different direction. But not so far removed from what it is right now.
Right.
But the site is very close to being done.
Is it gonna be a whole new redesign, or how is it?
Oh yeah, it's totally different.
Oh, okay, cool.
Totally different.
I'm
Yeah.
excited then.
So what I'll
You see-
probably do is because the way it is right now, it's more of a sales page, right? It's a sales page format.
Yeah.
So, and the other one, the new one, is not so much directed towards a sales page kind of thing.
Okay. It's gonna be where
So
people
I-
opt in, or
What's that?
is it gonna be like more of a squeeze page type deal?
No, it's going to be. I was going to say it's more of a corporate type deal, but
Oh, okay.
that's why I'm probably going to leave up the sales page
Okay.
as another option. But we'll see how it goes.
Well, that'd be cool. And what I love about you, Geoff, is you always give us every 3 months or so. You give us something new to launch. It's like, so it's yeah. So that's.
He came out with the director machine. It seemed like Lead Skimmer was like a month later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know which one to do first.
Yeah,
I mean, Lead
Skimmer's,
Skimmer's just been fantastic for our group.
Yeah, I
Lead
love
Skimmer's
it.
taken up a lot of my time because it's
Good.
huge.
Good, you didn't have
Yeah,
to.
it's good. No, I'm not complaining about it. Believe me.
I love it.
Well, we got. It'd be interesting to know the number in Lead Skimmer now.
Yeah, I'd like to know that too.
Oh, millions.
Well, I mean, considering in what 2 months' time he's had over 4,000 fans like the page. I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty damn good, man.
yeah, it's because he's lovable.
Yeah. That's because cool people click the like button.
Let's see how
Yeah.
lovable he is when he gets down to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that'll be. That's gonna really help NPN and Lead Skimmer. I know it is.
Jeff's gonna be busy as heck, man, after that seminar.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So is Kevin.
Yeah, it'll be
Kevin's.
good.
You're going, aren't you? Ken?
I'm gonna be there.
Are you going down, Craig?
Unfortunately, I couldn't, only because I have kids and I have no way to find anybody. Right now I'm going into a move. I'm gonna be moving into a new home.
Right.
So that kind of right now, this whole week right here is kind of we're getting things cleaned up.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see what happens before then, but
Okay.
I don't
know
know
it's
at
called
this
no
point.
excuses.
Yeah, it's called no excuses. Yeah.
I know.
Well,
But
my
I-
excuse is Alex is not going, so I don't want to let Alex have 4 or 5 days ahead of me.
Come on.
No.
My biggest excuse is I just don't want to blow up Jeff's head when he was down there, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely still thinking about going down. So,
But I do
I've
have some
not
people
made
on my
a decision.
team. I do have some people on my team that are going. I believe Connie Matala's going.
Right. I mean, it'd be
And,
great just to be together, you know, because we're like an online group, aren't we? So it'd be nice just a few of us just to be together. I'll definitely look into it. I'll definitely look into it this week.
There's always another
How-
one, you know.
How many weeks? What's the dates, Jeff?
April 20th is the first day.
Right.
20th or
Okay.
21st? 21st, I think.
20th is the Friday.
Yeah, it's
Is it the
Friday,
20th?
Saturday, and
Start-
Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like Friday, it starts at like 5 o'clock, so it's an evening thing, and then all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
We're
Aren't
flying
you worried
down
that
on
like everybody there is
Thursday.
gonna? Aren't you worried that everybody there is gonna be drunk before they even like hear you guys?
I hope so.
Okay. Have anybody got any more questions? So
No,
we can.
After the presentation,
I'll
or
be
before?
carrying everybody fine. Okay. Has anybody got any more questions then before we wrap up? You know, because we're just having a quiet chat now. John, are you going down, John Burney? Okay.
Yeah, he's
All right.
John. He lives, I think, in some other country somewhere. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, it's just thanks very much, Jeff, for coming on and explaining that for us. It's really appreciated.
Yeah.
You're in Ireland. All right, you're just over the water from me. So thanks very much. And you know, my recording didn't go down well because I missed your screen, but Kevin's recorded it. So and I'm sure you have, haven't you, Jeff? So it will be emailed out as soon as I get that email off the link off Kevin. We'll upload it the recording into the Global Elite system, and we'll also email it out to NPN members. I'll make sure that Craig gets a link so he can share it with his team as well.
I appreciate it.
So thanks very much, everybody. Thanks very much, Jeff, and look forward to all these updates. I'm really excited about the debit card. I'm
Debit cards tonight.
sure that's going to make a big difference to Erica.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff,
cool,
I
yes.
do have one more question for you.
No, show's over.
I'm gonna send you a picture over there so you can put on your board back there.
You're gonna what?
I was gonna send you my picture to put on your board back there.
Yeah,
You never forget me that way.
that's true. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff. I
So
appreciate
everybody's
it.
happy because you didn't get any difficult questions tonight, Jeff. So everybody's really happy. So
That's
that's
great.
great. So thanks very much, and we'll just say goodbye, and hopefully some of you will pop in next week. We'll have a different topic next week. So everybody's welcome. Same link, same time. Although I think our
Watch
clocks
yourself.
go forward, so it'll be a slightly different time for. Sorry.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, I think it's British summertime next week at 11 p.m. So it might be slightly different from you guys. So
6
I'll make sure everybody knows.
Kevin, you don't look anything like I imagined you looking, man.
How did you imagine?
I don't know.
Is that a good
I
thing?
figured, yeah, it's a good thing. I mean,
It's a good thing?
I thought he was going to be like some big burly guy with a big beard. I don't know what it was.
No, this. And see, Pete took my cam off. The stash alone took me 10 years to grow, so no
Okay.
beard here.
You're younger than I expected. That's all.
Excellent. All right.
Okay, so now just to Craig, we've used Wowie, so if you want to check that out, I don't know what you use for your webinars.
What's that? I'm sorry, I missed the question.
The platform that we're using is Wowie.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you use for your webinars.
I'm actually using the junkiest. I use Hot Conference. It's awful.
Right.
Actually, I'm actually going to be talking to Nancy tonight about trying to use this one because I know you were going to give me a link for this one that you're using.
Yeah, I think I did.
It seems a whole lot better than what we're using, and I think we're going to actually do this either tonight or tomorrow because I'm having a lot of lag issues on my Hot Conference.
Right.
Is that
So-
GVO?
Okay.
Yeah, it's GVO, but they went over to Meet Cheap, and it made it even worse.
Okay.
And
I-
Jeff,
and I think-
you were looking at products as well, Jeff, weren't you, for NPN webinars?
I was.
Were you-
Yeah, I was looking at developing my own.
Well, I do
Right.
have
I don't know if I want
I do have a solution. I think that I'm gonna be checking out. I just bought a new server, and I got cloud on it, cloud hosting, or whatever, cloud computing. I don't know how to use it yet, but I know there's a webinar system if you are on the cloud server, and you can actually customize it the way you want. So I'm kind of looking at that right now too.
Right.
And
Okay.
supposedly it's not going to have all those issues, the lag issues and things like that. So, and I'm paying $169 right now a month for the hosting, so I may as well use it.
Yeah. That's a
not-
lot.
What's that? What'd
So
you
why
say,
didn't you
Jeff?
use? Why didn't you use NPN?
$169, if only.
What'd you say?
Jeff said if only.
Oh, okay. What did you say?
It's-
What did you said? Why don't I use what? The NPN?
NPN, yeah.
I have used the NPN before, but they have to be members in order to use the NPN.
All right.
And you know, I like to bring other people into my webinars, you know, that are interested in NPN too. You know?
Yeah.
So
Well, this
that
is
would be my-
$20 a month. This is $20 a
it's-
month.
I pay the same thing on Hot Conference, and this seems a
Yeah.
whole lot better.
Yeah. It's cool, isn't it, Kevin?
It is. There's there's two price points that you can join at, either 80 or 200, and then it's $20 a month thereafter. So it's half
So
the
you can
price,
have up
half
to
the
how many
price of
people in
GoTo, or anything like that. Or
Okay. How many people can you bring in here?
right now it's 100, going up to 250. I don't know when.
And that'll be okay.
I'm
And that'll
not
be
sure
how
when.
much is the 250?
It'll be included in the price. It'll be included in the $20 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
And you get a free. The $20 is a month.
$80.
The $80 is for the setup. It's for the $80 is lower. I think you get 50.
For the
Get a room for 50. Yeah.
Well, the problem I'm having right now is I can bring up to 500 people in there, but I can only share my screen with 25.
Right.
And it's really
That's
ridiculous.
Right. The other thing is with the upgraded, you can actually, with the video emails, you can actually send them immediately to a link.
Ah, okay.
So if you do a video email, say you're doing because it's free video emails with Wowie. So if you do a video email to your list, as soon as your video's finished, you can send them to the link of NPN. Say if you
This is Talk,
if you
this is Talk Fusion, right?
no, this is Wowie.
Oh, Wowie. Okay.
So it's pretty useful like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
All the big guys
this
from
is
Talk
great.
Fusion came to Wowie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, we're doing a sales pitch now, Kevin. Stop. Okay, so anyway, I think we'd better say goodbye, Jeff. Let you have some time to go and sort those debit cards out.
Right. Okay.
Make sure mine has some money on it, Jeff.
I'll do my best.
All right.
There's a really big
Take
deal.
care, guys.
Thanks, Geoff. Appreciate it. Thanks,
Take
Peter.
care.
Have a good night.
Thanks,
See you guys.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Take care, Craig. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye bye.